Nintendo. What did Nintendo do?
Mwah, mwah. That's what people sound like when they do their best to defend Nintendo from my mean words. They deserve
Fuck
it.
Nintendo.
Nintendo is greedy, and I'm tired of it. So I keep making fun of them. And
Straight
there's
up.
so many people that defend Nintendo, even in spite of them reaching into their piggy bank and shaking it for everything that could fall out. Heavens to Betsy, Nintendo even has the gall to charge money for their tech demo welcome tour for the Nintendo Switch. This is
Huh?
a game with the Switch 2 that's supposed to teach you how to use the console. It is a tour of it, and they
Huh? So they're selling you the tutorial? Oh, come on, man. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You're taking the piss.
didn't even have the common courtesy to let it be free like other games of that kind, like Astrobot back on the PS4. It doesn't get more pathetic than that. How do you even defend that? How do you even begin to rationalize why they would charge money for their tutorial of the Switch 2? It's crazy.
Yeah. Moist Esports has got a few teams. I see. I don't. If I catch him online and it's like a tournament night, I'll watch along with him. But I think I'll watch the Rocket League teams. Yeah. Moist Esports. Been for a while. It's a money sink though. He just says it's a money sink. He's losing money on it, but he's gonna continue to do it. The guy's a legend.
That is an actual Mr. Krabs maneuver. Like that episode where he was charging customers for air inside of the restaurant. Like, Nintendo is so beyond greedy, and I believe it is just truly indefensible no matter how hard people jump through mental gymnastics to, wave it away as not a big deal, and like they're totally right for increasing the
Losers.
price of their games and
Yeah.
all this and that.
Yeah, but the thing is as well with Nintendo are the sort of fucking company that never lowers the prices of its games. I guarantee you, if you go and try and find now Breath of the Wild, it will still be full price, like 60 quid. That's the thing with Nintendo. They never lower the prices. They have a rare 1 week or 2 week or however long, very short sales, which will reduce, 30% or something like that, which is good, but it's not good enough. And, probably, what's the old Mario Odyssey? How long ago that come? I bet you that's still full price. There's loads of games that they would have out, 10 years ago, and they would still be fucking full price. This is the fucking way of Nintendo. Bastards.
I don't know.
But the thing is, they got fucking amazing IPs. That's why they're bastards that can get away with it.
I don't understand the desperation to suck the Nintendo wiener this hard and defend them like this.
Yeah, the defending shit is lame. Like, allow the defending shit. We don't need that, bro. I watch all the Siege Pro League scene. That's fire, bro. They had an interview with him, and my mind was blown. Activision is the same. Yeah, fucking all full price. They all stay full price like that.
Battles for free. It is very valid criticism to make fun of them for their pricing because it's just ludicrous. And keep in mind, Nintendo never drops the price of their games ever.
Yeah,
Games that
I'm
are
just
like
saying
10
that.
years old are still being sold
I was just fucking saying that, bro.
for full fucking price by Nintendo. So these games that are coming out that are going to be $80 occasionally for the Switch 2,
$80. With fact, when GTA comes out, it's going to set the precedent. It's going to be $100. It's going to be 100 quid a game. They're going to set it. So other shit companies, we've said this before, other shit companies can come out with their slop and go, yeah, mine's worth $100 as well. It's going to be the fucking, oh no.
they're going to remain $80 till the day you die.
Yeah.
Occasionally they do like a deal where they drop the price temporarily on some of their titles, but that comes once in a blue moon. You
Yeah.
are more likely to see
And it lasts like a second. The sale lasts a second.
Haley's Comet again than you are to see a Nintendo price drop on one of their properties for any meaningful length of time. And they charge out the wazoo for every single fucking thing that they can possibly even
Fuck
imagine.
it now.
Like game chat in their game.
Game chat. They can keep it, man. They can keep all of their shit. Fuck off Pokemon. I don't care then. Fuck it. They can keep Pokemon. I'll wait until they make the emulators. Fuck Mario. They can all suck my dick. Fuck Zelda. And that little queer boy Link. Fuck them all then. They can fucking keep charging for chat and charging for people for the tutorial. That's lame, man. Come on.
Games is a paid service, which means since it's a paid service, your C buttons are going to be locked behind a paywall. If you don't pay for it, that
Nintendo Switch's C button will be locked behind a paywall after a certain time.
those buttons on your controller aren't even going to work. It's ridiculous. Their game chat is also just reskin Discord, but
sake.
with technology that's ancient compared to modern Discord.
Shit. A terrible Skype.
So I'm just going to show you clips from today's Yap session on Nintendo where we're going over Doug Bowser's most recent interview, and they showed more from Game Chat. It looks so laggy and so old, it is insulting they would even consider charging for it. And in this interview, Doug Bowser gives no good reasons why they increased the price of the games. The reason he gives, I think, is trash. Did you watch the Bowser interview?
Yeah, then they'll be surprised when people don't buy it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't be surprised. Don't be bamboozled and shocked. Like bewildered. Huh? They didn't buy it? I wonder why. Don't start doing that to us, you fuckers.
For their $80 games. I didn't watch the interview, I just saw the statement. I'll watch the interview real quick. I'm assuming it's not a long interview. It's 17 minutes. Wait, this man actually like opened up his whole heart here. I thought it was just gonna be another classic Doug
Him? He doesn't have a heart.
Bowser where they bring him out of cryo sleep for like a 3-minute appearance and then he goes right back into battery saving mode. Like, this guy is only ever seen like maybe 2 or 3 times a year. That's it. Outside of that, he ceases to exist. He just goes to the back rooms.
I guess the question now is, with the Switch 2, how do you avoid that trap again? What makes the Switch 2 a worthwhile upgrade so you don't kind of fall into that Wii U moment again?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, he just
U
said
this.
the forbidden word. He mentioned Wii U.
Sly little Wii U this. Wii U catching strays, bro. Already fell into Rockpick's trap with GTA 5. Just copy and paste, cut over the last 10 years. Yeah, bro, they proper overdone that, man. GTA, they proper overdone that. Rockstar, what was the last game that they dropped? Like 2018 with Red Dead, didn't it? I wouldn't even consider the remakes of GTA 3 that. Yeah, it's like Red Dead.
CNBC bringing up Wii U directly to Nintendo. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Doug Bowser's even surprised. Like, what do you say? Nah, these are clearly pre-screened questions, but I'm surprised they're willing to even mention what kind of failure Wii U was. I was one of the victims of that. I got scammed by it.
Is happening behind us right now. It really
I did buy a
it's
Wii
about
U, yeah.
creating that next generation, but then added.
I think the last Nintendo item I had before, like, I got the Switch was Nintendo 64. Yeah, it was like Nintendo 64, so I didn't have a whatever come after, like Wii U, and all of that. I didn't have none of them until I got the Switch. I got the Switch Lite as well. I got the Switch Lite, the portable one. That's it.
You see in it? In the Wii U?
So it's
And it's only because of their sick IPs, the exclusive ones like Zelda, some of the Marios, Pokemon. That's it.
that understand.
Okay, jeez, I can't believe I always have to defend myself about the Wii U. The reason I bought it is because I missed out on the Wii. I never owned a Wii. I only ever played it at friends' houses, and I felt so weird about that. So when the Wii U rolled around, I was like, not this time. I'm going to get it. So I got it. Turns out I was weird now because I was the only one with a Wii U. But without the Wii U, I would have never created Big Moist, because the name Big Moist came from the Wii U. I bought it, I then brought it to my dorm, and we used it as a communal Wii U for Mario Kart. And I made the name Big Moist on it. So, while the console was a scam, 100% that shit was ass, got some good memories from it.
And then there's the CPU and GPU processing power that allows for much deeper game development, and I think an ability to bring even more developers onto the platform. And then laid on top of that is the social features that we haven't talked about.
Don't you dare.
Game chat.
Don't you dare.
Feature that lays on top of any game that you play. With the push of one button, seamlessly you can connect with your friends. You can chat with them via audio.
Doug, you've made this.
They're Nintendo doing Nintendo things, innit? They know how to do things, man. You can't fault them with that, the way they market stuff. They know how to do it.
Doug, don't you dare try and use that as some kind of justification for crazy
To
price
charge
increases.
it. Yeah, what to charge for that? Yeah,
Oh,
fucking
you see,
shit.
we invented this thing called chat. Now listen, bear with me. I know it sounds like a ludicrous idea, but what if when you played games, you could talk to your friends while doing it?
I know,
Hey.
like it's almost like Nintendo are like so out of touch with the world. They only use Nintendo things. They don't use other stuff. Didn't they know about Discord? Someone got to tell them about Discord. They didn't know. Yeah, Nintendo only use in-house stuff. In-house Twitter that's made by Nintendo. In-house Instagram made by Nintendo. It's like that.
People criticized Isaac Newton with gravity. Trust me here. Just stick with me. Stick with me. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm glad it's finally coming. Like, it's cool, I guess, but the way they hype this
Charge
up
for it? Nah,
is
man.
ridiculous to me. You have literally just copied Discord's homework 5 or 6 years ago.
Bro, soon what they're gonna do is they'll be like, damn man, we need more money. They're gonna be like, alright, so when you die on Zelda's a single player game, yeah? So when you die on Zelda, you gotta pay for another life. If not, you're just dead until you pay. And then if not, then you start again. You start a new game. If not, if you wanna continue, if you used all your lives and you wanna continue, you must pay. They're gonna do it.
Oh yeah, and you have to pay for it. That's right, and you have to pay for it. Forgot about that. It's not even like a
Fucking
free
Ada.
thing.
Audio, or with 4 of them, you can have them on a video camera and have this opportunity to interact and talk about the games you're playing.
Now we're sitting here.
I also love in their own demonstration how choppy this looks. You are just better
Yeah.
off using Discord with your friends.
Yeah,
it's
that's
free,
what I'm saying.
It's better quality. You are just better.
It's like years ahead. It seems like Nintendo. Yeah, like an old Discord. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not wrong. That is Discord, the old Discord. Yeah. That's it. That's what it will be. So why not just use Discord with up-to-date tech? You know, it's a good company. What's up? This looks laggy, like you said.
Off if you're playing Switch with your boys. Hop on Discord. You are so much better off.
Easy.
Now we're sitting here on April 2nd. It just so happens as we're
Not even
recording this,
Discord,
the
actual
President of the
2010
United States
Connect
right now is
technology.
announcing his tariffs.
I won't go that far, but
You
it
and
is
so
it
many
is
other executives
dated.
are pulling their hair out, trying-
We didn't consider tariffs into that equation. We felt that with it, that was going to be the right price point for our
And the
consumers
tariffs,
and
the-
the
oh,
right value
fuck,
proposition,
man.
if you will, for the device that we're creating. A lot of news today. We're still
Tariffs is gonna be the excuse for everything to be expensive now to go up. It's the tariffs.
all trying to really understand it better and understand what possible impacts, may rise from that. But nothing I can really add to, today's discussion around pricing.
I will say, while the initial price point pre-tariff analysis here is higher than most people expected, myself included, I could almost understand that. Like, I could almost be like, you know what? It is an upgrade. It is finally modern. Okay,
Yeah.
that I can stomach. I'm very curious, and I already know from the headlines where he goes with this, how they could possibly justify not only the increased price of the hardware, but the individual game price increase as well.
Yeah.
add-on. But if you buy the game itself, this got a lot of attention. I don't know if you've seen $80. That's a lot for a game. I know it's typically not what Nintendo charges. And then we look
Camera.
at the Donkey Kong game that's coming out about a month later. It's $70. Can you talk a little bit about how the game?
They got a camera like that on the side. Why didn't they just put a camera on the top? They're like on the phone. $79.99 for Mario Kart World.
Gaming pricing strategy is $80, kind of the benchmark for a AAA game from Nintendo. What should we be
The
expecting?
camera's $50. Hell nah. What do you mean you don't want this piece of tech from the
Shit.
late 2010s? Well, how are you gonna talk to your friends on Nintendo Switch 2 Discord without the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, bud? All right, tough guy. What do you know about high quality 480p cameras?
We believe based on the
Logitech.
depth and breadth of the play
Technologica.
and the repeatability of the play over time, the pricing that we announced is the right pricing. But again, other games like
Love
you
that.
mentioned, Donkey Kong Bonanza, it's going to be at a $70 price point because that is what we feel is the right price point for that particular gaming experience.
I love that.
Wanker. He's a wanker. The man's a wanker. We just feel like it's. We just feel like, yeah, Donkey Kong, yeah, that one's 80 quid. Mario, oh yeah, that one 90 quid. You know, whatever. Now that one 60 quid. Yeah, what about that one? Yeah, that one 90 quid. What the fuck?
Well, Donkey Kong Bonanza, that's a worse game.
We just felt like it. We felt like it, bro. We felt like it, so you deal with it.
So we're charging less money for it. That game, it's nothing compared to Mario Kart World. That game actually like really sucks. So we're giving you a great deal there. Mario Kart World, though, think of all the hours of gameplay you get. So many hours. So we had to increase the price. We did so much work, we needed to increase the price. And when the next Zelda game comes out,
It's going to be even higher.
we might go up to $120 on it. We put a lot of tender loving care into it.
Trust
it's an
me,
incredible
yeah.
game, and we think that's a good price for it.
Yep.
It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Basically, they're
fucking
saying,
stupid, bro.
these are great games. You're going to get a lot out of the games, so we're charging you more for the games because we know you're going to buy it because you already
Yeah, the truth of the matter is, he literally said it there on the end there, is because we know you're going to buy it. That's literally what it is, bro.
like the properties. I had already read the headline. I knew that's what he said about it,
Alhamdulillah.
more or less. I just think
Alhamdulillah.
that's a really dog shit argument because it doesn't apply. Schedule 1. I've gotten so many hours out of Schedule 1, more so than most Nintendo games in recent memory.
Yeah,
paid a
game
fraction
slaps.
of the price for Schedule 1.
Trust me.
Does that mean Tyler should start charging $80 for Schedule 1 to match
No.
Mario Kart World?
No.
Fuck no. He'd get eaten alive, even though it offers the same amount of fun and the same amount of hours. It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's a stupid statement. Like, yes, they'll get
Facts.
away with it because they're Nintendo. I don't think this holds any water.
That's the only reason they do it. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. The real honesty is they can get away with it. They're the only place that house Zelda. They're the only place that have Mario and Pokemon and, you know, loads of other things. They're the place for it. You want that, you pay then. And the thing is, they're such massive IPs, people will pay.
The main reason is they know they can charge this price. People will buy it.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any kind of like boycott. Nintendo Switch 2 will still sell. All the games will still sell. So
Yeah.
they can do it. So why not squeeze some more money out of the consumer?
And they're masters. They're masters at marketing. You can't fault Nintendo with that. Even if it's not exactly as they market, every company embellishes somehow. But you got to say you got to give them some props on the way that they market things. Always when a Nintendo product comes out, even I want it. I'm like, oh, that looks so sick. You get the little attachments. Like, I remember when the Game Boy come out and you could buy a printer and a little camera. And I was on all of that. I was on all of that. Yeah, man. So they've always been masters at that.
That's the core. That is at its core why they're doing it. I think they're pricing it based on whether or not it'll be continuously updated. But that's the thing. Every game is continuously updated in the modern day and age. I can't think of a game that just...
Yeah. You can't justify a price hike in games by saying, oh, yeah, but the games are constantly updated. No, that's the climate of the times nowadays. That's how it is. Like, we're already paying more than what we used to pay before. That's it. Like, it's not like, you're going to pay more now because we're going to continuously update it. Or pay a lower fee to get no updates. Imagine they start introducing stupid things like that. Nah, man. You got to draw the line and be like, nah.
just comes out and never...
And it's a company. At the end of the day, when the company realizes it's not making its lifeblood, which is money, they start backpedaling their ideas. They'll go, oh, yeah, all right, let's make different business choices, different business decisions, and go a different direction to gain this money. And that's it.
never gets touched again. Even games that flop still get some updates over their lifespan, even if it is a short lifespan. You can't base a game on that either. I still think that's a stupid reason too.
Yeah.
Like fucking Babylon's Fall, that only ever opened to like 12 players and me and Denkin got updates. Concord got updates. Like every game that
Yeah.
comes out gets updates.
It's just how it is now.
Do you think it would be a fair price?
So then it's like crying then by saying, then when a game releases, I demand it to be complete. That's really what a customer's saying. Customers saying then, no day one patches, no updates needed, right? You wouldn't need to do updates if you really completed the game. What are you updating it for? Shows that you're lacking and you pushed out the release. Wait until it's fully done so we don't need no patches then. Then I'll pay you the full bucks. You know what I'm saying? It's like us demanding that. We're already saying the game quality's gone down, and they rely on day one patches. We're already saying that. And then what the other side is going to come up with, oh yeah, we're going to charge you more because we're going to continuously update it. No, save the updates to continuous updates. Just when the game drops on day one, it's complete, it's done. There's no need for updates. That's what I want.
If they announce every DLC and add-on will be free. If they did that, yes, that would make a lot more sense. They will never do that. But
They would
in
never
your
do that.
Fairy Tale, Candyland hypothetical, if they said we're increasing the base price of these games and you will get our feature updates later down the line, like our DLC.
Fire. That's a deal. That's a deal. Emulators are free. Trust me, bro.
Packages, you will get that included. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hopefully should have another Armor video coming soon. Let's go, bro.
That then I'd be like, okay, I see what you're trying to get at. You're basically selling the game plus the full lifespan season pass. Okay.
Yeah, and that would be fire. I wouldn't mind subscribing to a thing like that. You know what I mean? If I was a consumer. Which I am. But, you know. If I was a die-hard Nintendo fan, that would be great. Even as not, even just me. Like, just that, saying, you know, $60, $7 for this game, but you get everything after the DLCs that we do. All of that.
That would make sense to me. You'd basically be selling like the Game of the Year version. They're never doing
Yeah.
that, but if they did, I wouldn't
That'd
be
be
upset.
good. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Archive. Like Mario Kart is a multi.
Yeah, like if they was to market it somehow like that, like pay one flat fee and everything we release in regards to this game, expansion packs, DLCs, updates, you get all for free for this one fee. You know what I mean? Dope.
Multiplayer game, so it'll get more stuff. Donkey Kong is a
just
single player
do it
experience, hence
differently.
why it's cheaper. Not saying it's right, just figuring out their logic. I see what you're saying. Okay. Maybe that's how they base their pricing then.
You have to have a Nintendo account. You're going to look at how many hours I play before you determine if I'm worthy of buying a Switch 2. Are people going to be able to go out and buy it
That is
on
cute.
day one?
Innovation there with the number of hours played was really to reward our most loyal players and to give them a chance to queue up first and have an opportunity to purchase the products.
I wonder if this Doug Bowser got the job because his name is Bowser.
Tomorrow we're going to be meeting with our retail partners, and our retail partners will have their own pre-order programs. So our
And I
goal
promise you it
is
won't
to
be
meet
that.
the demand that's going to be out there for Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, they did announce this. I did know about it. In order to pre-order the Switch, at least through them, you have to verify that you're a Nintendo fan, fundamentally. Like, you have to verify that you engage with Nintendo products. You have a certain amount of hours. It's basically a fucking background.
No. No, bro. Why are they doing that? So what about the kid who's just turned 7, who's never played Nintendo games before, but is dying to get the new Nintendo Switch 2? He's been looking at the adverts, he's telling his dad, yeah, on my 7th birthday, buy that for me, Dad. And the dad's like, yeah, I'll get that for you. Dad goes to the game to try and buy that shit, and the guy like, nah, sorry, your background check didn't go through. You're not a real Nintendo fan. My son's 7 years old. Yeah, he's not a real fan. Come back in 10 years. Huh?
Check, like you're buying a gun. Like, it's like
What the fucking sort of shit is that?
they do like a check to make sure that you are qualified for a
Obviously, it's not that deep, but
pre-order. It's so good.
let anyone buy the fucking product and then what? Weep about it not selling enough? Is that how powerful Nintendo is? God damn.
I actually don't even hate that.
Yeah, I know. Are we talking about a game or a job interview, like as Marksman says here in chat? Facts. What is this?
Because anything that takes a stab at scalpers, I'll at least give it a try. I'll at least say, cool, why not give it a
Alright,
whirl?
yeah, but
So I
fucking
don't
hell.
dislike that. Obviously, the other retailers outside of Nintendo will not be doing that. No chance. They are still
Yeah,
going to be
no.
scalpers. It's not going to beat scalpers, but anything that at least takes a shot at it, go for it.
So first of all, with Game Chat, when you choose Game Chat, you're only choosing from a list of your friends. So you're not
God,
going
that-
online to a wide open.
See, if this was my product, the last thing I would want people to see is this.
You're not going online.
That
to
looks like right out of Skype from back in the day. Oof.
a wide open.
No
community.
strangers.
That's right. It is
Oh.
your friends and it's your friend list and those
That looks bad.
people that you've invited into your.
You see the quote where Doug pulled a Don Matrick? Who's Don Matrick? And what quote? Are you talking about the one where he said, if you can't afford the Switch 2, get the Switch 1, or that's why the Switch 1 is here?
No.
He was the Xbox guy during the Xbox One.
Look at that. Can't afford a Switch 2? Nintendo execs suggest you stick with Switch 1. Yeah, that's them.
Reveal. Oh,
That's
did
them.
they say that for the Xbox One? If you can't afford the Xbox One, get the 360? History was not kind to that console. That thing was a super flop. Up there with the Wii U, really. But yeah, here. If you can't afford the $449 Switch, don't expect much help from Nintendo. The company executive is suggesting budget-conscious gamers simply settle for the first-gen Switch.
Fucking hell.
Doug Bowser said the company recognizes there are some people that may not be able to afford the Switch 2's price point. That's why we wanted to make the other Switch platforms available so people still have an opportunity to come into our gaming universe, be a part of these characters in these worlds, and see value, if you will, in whatever rung of the platform they come in.
I'm surprised it didn't cut off service to Switch 1.
Yeah, so can't afford it, stay broke, get a Switch, basically, is what it boils down to. I think they are still developing every game for Switch and Switch 2, so nothing. I don't think anything is Switch 2 exclusive. So I don't think you'll miss out on any games by not having the Switch 2.
Yeah, nah. You won't.
Never mind, I'm immediately proven wrong in the following paragraph.
Oh, literally.
Wow. A growing crop of Switch 2 games such as Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Donkey Kong Bonanza won't be offered on the Switch 1. I'm wrong.
Why would they do that? Why would they do dumb shit like that? Yeah, 360 was peak. Yeah, Xbox One wasn't. Xbox One was a flop.
That was quick. It was in the following paragraph. You didn't know that. No, I was under the impression this was going to be like when the PlayStation 3 launched and they still like co-developed games for PS3 and PS2. But even with the PS3, they did have like a couple of PS3 exclusives like Resistance, Fall of Man. Oh yeah, and here's the mention of Xbox One.
Weird. I don't know why they're doing
Comparing
these
it
sort of
to Don
decisions.
Matrick.
Being very fucking greedy. It's a greedy decision. That's what it is. It's like, oh, new shit. No, you got to have the new console for it. You can already tell that. Be able to play it on Switch as well. No, it's going to be exclusive to Switch 2, mate. You know, you got to pay $500 and all that, yeah. And then fucking subscription for chat. Fuck off, man.
Who tried to justify the Xbox One
Fuck.
internet requirement, saying, "Fortunately, we have a product for people who aren't able to get some form of connectivity. It's called Xbox 360. Great quote, Don.
That's crazy, bro. That's what he's up to, innit?
Crushed it. Don Matrick got fired 1 month after the Xbox One reveal.
Good. Because Xbox One was a failure.
Ha!
And you see how he tries to throw shade on, like, 360. No, 360 is actually better. How about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it, you fucking loser.
Ow. Why? What did he do wrong?
And like, where did we go, yeah? Where did we go from the PS2 360's, like, mega gaming? What happened, man?
I'm sure he's probably the CEO of a...
I know what happened, bro. It is all them stupid-minded people that saw us having fun with gaming. This was before they spotted us having fun. We were busy having fun. By the time they spotted us having fun, we start getting all the shit stuff coming out.
Fortune 500 company now, because you can only fail upwards in this industry. Why do you
Which
hate
is,
Xbox? They've been doing
shit.
so many good things recently. What? I don't even really hate them. They just have nothing on there. And Phil Spencer constantly reminds people of that. He's like, yeah, we lost the console war.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still don't have games.
That's one thing that's
But
pitiful. Yeah, that's one thing I found that was pitiful about the Xbox guy. Just him saying that. It's like, even when Starfield comes out, it ain't gonna save Xbox. Like, bro, you're the CEO.
I've always said I think Game Pass is a great deal, and I really appreciate
Game
that
Pass
Xbox
is-
games
that's
aren't
amazing.
actually exclusive. 'Cause
Game Pass is smoking Game Pass is smoking PlayStation Plus bullshittery. It's smoking it. There's no thing. But I don't know.
you can play all of
I don't know about exclusives.
them on PC. I don't even necessarily hate Xbox. I just don't see any reason why you would ever buy that.
Yeah, well, that's
Unless
I
you
feel
just
the
already
same.
have one or your friends are on it.
Yeah, or you just can't use a computer. Or you're just one of them gamers like I was about 10, 15 years ago. I associated gaming with a console. Like if you was a gamer, you needed a console. I didn't understand the levels of PC gaming at that point. But now I understand. So yeah, I think like them sort of shits is for them sort of people. And it's all right to be that sort of person, but you realize that, you realize that you're actually a peasant